got a game today. 10 OTB is
on
back.
The button.
10 on the button. And we're jumping on into the action. A little, I don't know, on the line touching. Appropriate or no?
Yes.
Let's
Dealer massage.
Dealer massage? Is he getting paid extra for that?
The 10 seat gets a mandatory dealer massage. It's like a mandatory straddle. But
I see. I didn't realize the rules at 10 on the button had changed that much since the last time we ran it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds about right. Now, we're doing 1,000 min today, uncapped, match the stack. And we got a wild bunch today.
Yeah, we're a little bit from the future, but we're hearing one of the players. We'll let you guess on who it is.
Yeah, Mr. Moche is cutting up, as we say, having a good time, and he's playing the Jack 6 suited. Let's see what this flop does.
Is that the Reuben? Ooh.
Okay. That's a little something there. A couple of backdoor draws possible, but JoJo has him drawing basically dead.
Just the boat?
Just the boat. Needs 2 jacks to compete, and we'll see if that happens.
And Gracie needed 2 aces.
Gracie out of there. Moche out of there. JoJo scooping the first pot. Good job, sir. We got quite the lineup for today. We got Mr. Anglais in seat 1, JoJo in seat number 2, Moss 2.0, recent firmware upgrade in seat number 6, Gracie in 7, Duplantis in 8, that dude in 9, and Moche in 10. So if we ever say that dude,
we know who we're talking.
We know who we're talking about.
Is that his last name, Moche?
That is not.
That's what okay.
Yeah, that is.
Then I do not know the reference.
All right.
I'll bet it's a good one.
And we got Mr. Blasto coming in as well. You can see him sitting down there right at the top of your frame in seat number 9.
9? 4?
Sorry. Yeah, 5.
5, 4?
I don't know what I was thinking. Seat number 5.
Right beside 2.0.
Right beside 2.0. It's kind of like Terminator 2. He comes back all liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Faster, stronger, drives a bigger truck.
Not seen that movie either.
Okay, well, you got to put that one on the list also.
The first one. So at least I haven't, it's both of them.
Yeah, check out the first one, and if you laugh because it's campy, then you're in the right spot. Moss 2.0 found a way to pick up the pocket rockets on hand number 2.0.
See, if that was Moss 1.0, that's either ace, king, or kings.
Right. 2.0,
aces.
Only playing the birds.
The birds?
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you get 2 black aces, you call it the blackbirds.
Oh.
But I guess if you get 2, 1 of each, you call it the birds.
I've heard of American Airlines.
There you go.
The Rockets, of course.
And we are heads up. Blasto actually in a pretty good position here to suck out and flop it decently to suck out as long as he doesn't get another heart on that board.
I say flop's open-ended. Probably going to bet to see where he's at in the terms of the flush draw. Luckily for Moss, he is holding the heart. The
nut heart as well as the overpair. Let's see if he goes in for a raise now. It doesn't look like it. A smooth call. I like it on the button. Huge range of cards that he could be playing. Wow, and Blasto gets there.
Bink.
Bink.
Gets there with the straight.
What did I say pre-flop? Great hand to suck out on the aces, and it looks like he's got a great shot to do that. 81% chance, in fact.
I'm saying you're probably thinking, did not get re-raised on the flop, so you're not putting him on hearts, potentially. Maybe they're flatting there, but who knows?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the other heart. Oh. That's going to shut the action down, I think. Let's see if Blasto decides to go for a little thin value.
And it also puts another one to the straight.
That's right. 4-liner to a straight, 4 on the flush.
Is that 500?
That is 500. A
little less than pot, hoping to get called by worse hearts. I don't know.
It's tree fitty. A good value sizing. Yeah, you're right. Wants to get called by a non-believer.
I don't know if I'm good enough to make this fold here.
I'm certainly not good enough to make this fold. No, this is a tough spot. You see Blasto in the blender, the Blasto blender, brought to you by KoJack's.
I was going to name a blender brand, but I couldn't think of one. Ninja? Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Easy.
Tree fitty to call. This is going to represent more than half of Blasto's stack, so a huge turning point here. On hand number 2, by the way. Let's
not forget that.
Let's not forget. Turns over the straight. Straight no good. Nut flush for Moss 2.0. That would have been the second nut flush for Moss 1.0, but we are watching the improved version here.
Software update back and better than ever.
That's right. And a big pot here, $730 in profit out of that 1460 pot. Hey, we're going to see four-figure pots all night tonight. So if you like big hands, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and we'll try and put some bigger games together here for our live streams.
Did the software update coming through Moss's thumb?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is why it's bandaged up.
It's high-powered software that we're talking about. A little bit of a short circuit. You know, they're still working out the kinks. But that is a small price to pay for the benefits of the new version.
Are you giving up a finger for aces?
Yeah.
100%.
100%. I mean, if it's still attached to me, I'm good to go.
Yeah. I just want him to unwrap it in the middle of the game, and it's all cyborg parts. It's right in the middle.
I asked him as soon as he walked in the door. I said, "Chris, you been hitchhiking a lot or what? Wearing that thumb out, buddy."
Oh yeah, make it easier to see.
Yep.
JoJo not even getting to see his King 4 suited there.
Dang. Suited king, not the best. Would have been crushed here by Gracie's king queen, and Moche with the ace tray. Suited.
King Queen opts to check on the button, get into a flop here.
Oh, there's a king on the board.
Binking the board.
Binking the board. Backdoor flush draw for Gracie as well as Moss 2.0.
No one raises, so you can't put anyone on ace king. So unless you're putting someone on ace deuce, you have this. Yes, taking it down.
Gracie bets. Gracie wins. But moving over to Mr. Duplantis over here. Kind enough to put this game together.
This is Duplantis' game?
Yeah.
Nice.
I told him thanks for putting this together, and he said, I didn't do anything. I said, no, take a little bit of credit at least.
He said, I want this one. Okay, we'll put it together.
I approached him about a 10 on the button game, and you know what he said? His response was, well, that's my game. I'll be there.
That's my game.
So it is his game. And here we go on to hand number 4. Hey, Ham in the chat.
Ham calls.
Ham calls.
Let's give Ham an imaginary hand. What are we giving him?
Ham gets the ace deuce with the ace of spades.
Is it suited, the deuce of spades, or offsuit?
We'll find out when the flop hits.
Okay. Can't be deuce of spades. It was
It's
just
not the deuce of clubs either.
Dang. No 2 outs. Not the deuce of diamonds.
Okay, well, we got one left.
It has to be deuce of hearts, right?
Yep, deuce of hearts and the ace of spades still live in the deck. So, Ham, you are in this one, buddy.
Moss 2.0 with the ace jack suited. Gonna call here.
Love
no,
that.
Gonna raise.
Yeah, raising to 35.
Duplantis already 10% or $10 committed. Gonna call.
Oh, ace deuce right there.
That's so wild.
Good job, Ham.
So Ham currently has no cards because they're on the board.
No, he's got those cards. As does everybody else, but he's got them. What a wild call. I'm actually kind of proud of myself.
I know, that's why I was like, dang.
And the 5 of hearts comes off, giving Moss a flush draw. Now, he was the pre-flop aggressor. He is out of position. Let's see if he wants to go build a pot for when he inevitably hits that flush.
It went check, check, correct?
It did.
So I might be thinking Duplantis might be thinking he's good here. No C-bet with the ace there.
Yep.
Gonna end up calling here. Calling the $80 bet.
All in with the ace of spades. Ham has got it right. He's got my number and my strategy.
8-6 getting there. One of Duplantis' favorite hands here.
Wow.
So could be repping the favorite hand.
And look at this. He throws out a pretty healthy bet here. 310 in the pot.
I think that's about 2 something? 175.
175. Almost exactly half pot. Putting Moss kind of in the blender. You're right. One of Duplantis' favorite hands just got there for a straight. Moss with top pair. A little better than a bluff catcher on this board.
Yeah, I think
Does he want to catch the bluff? That is the question. And look at Brian's body language here. Just chatting away, having a good time, smiling, telling jokes, not nervous about that bet at all. You got to wonder, does that play a part in Moss's decision?
I feel like he is calling. I don't know if he's thinking about raising or calling. I don't know.
There it is. There's the call. And Brian confidently turns over the 9s.
Yeah, but say that check on the flop, I think, got Moss a little extra cash money.
A little cash money. Yeah, it certainly gave a little bit of rope to Mr. Duplantis to try and bluff at the end. And Moss catches that bluff. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Blasto going to be adding on here.
Couple Benjis.
Couple Benjamins. Played a little 1-2 the other day. Got the ace of spades matched with a tray of spades.
All in?
All in.
Did you win?
Yep. Quadrupled up. Only had $30 though. I probably would have raised to 30 anyway.
Let's say same outcome.
Same outcome, but a couple of chips in the stack for ya boy here.
Nice. My recent poker, I've been running hot.
Nice.
So I need to up the stakes a little bit, see if I still got the same heat.
That's what you do. When you start running hot, you up the stakes. When you start cooling down, you lower the stakes, all the way down to play money as far as I'm concerned.
I can't even afford to play with play money anymore. fresh out.
And we are heads up. King Jack versus King 7.
King on the flop here would be brutal.
It would be absolutely devastating. But it's an ace instead. I think this is going to go check here.
That dude does hit a 7 though. I would say c-bet, but there was no raise pre.
Yeah, what was that? It's a different c-bet. It's not a continuation bet. It's a call bet.
Call bet.
Call bet. 8 comes off. JoJo's still drawn slim here, but a lot of outs.
Any queen, any jack, any 9.
Any king, too. No,
king,
that's not true.
King would be brutal.
King would be disgusting. And JoJo keeping up the aggression. I got to say, I like that.
Putting that dude to the test here and does fold.
That dude does fold. He's out of there making that fold. He is that dude today.
Upgrade him to that guy right now.
JoJo carefully stacking his chips into a pretty majestic tower. Always interesting to me to see how the players stack up their chips, and I try to learn something about the psychology behind it.
I do have a couple of fan favorites. Swoboda, I think he told me how to say it the other day. Likes to get a lot of red chips and just stack them to the ceiling.
Stack them to the ceiling.
Donnie, no specific stack, but all reds. He will change all his chips to reds.
Somebody's got to be the red chip leader.
Exactly, and he's more than happy to embark on the journey.
That's right.
And also Zach, he likes to do a garage. Place for you to pitch into. Gives you a little something to do while you're dealing.
See, my method is I like to switch it up. You know, every 20 minutes or so, rearrange all of my chips.
All of them?
Every single one of them.
I feel like I like the traditional stack 100.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like Duplantis' hand. I don't like that he didn't go all in here.
Wrong move.
Yeah, that's okay. If you're going to play that way, but I don't know. I'm writing a book currently about poker, and it says go all in with the ace of spades. That way I can tell everybody, hey, the book says go all in with the ace of spades.
So you'll never be wrong.
I'll never be wrong. Duplantis hitting a pair of deuces.
Blasto hitting a pair of 7s.
There it is.
Top pair, okay kicker.
Good enough for a bet, it looks like. $25.
2 people with a queen 9. First one folds.
Blasto with a couple of backdoor draws as well to fall back on in case his pair of 7s is no good. As we can see right now, it is. Oh, a 9. Some combo draws here. An 8 of hearts could get him there. 8 of hearts would actually be disgusting. Moche would have had the jack high flush.
Ace deuces does get out of there. Would have won everything all in pre.
Yeah, would have. 100%. And Moche going to make the call. There's a deuce. Oh no. Both players with a flush. Jack high versus 10 high.
Notched by 1. Oh, and it does pair the board as well.
This could get ugly.
So good thing Duplantis got out of there because he would have hit trips.
Mm-hmm. And Moche with
75 into 225. I'm assuming we're going to see a raise here.
It looks like he's piecing together a raise. He sure does. And making eye contact with that raise as well.
Raise to 300 here. The raise it exactly pot.
225 to call to win 600 with the 10 high flush. I don't know if I'm good enough to make the fold here.
Yeah, it might be one of those. Sorry, I have to pay you off here.
Yeah, crying call.
Mm-hmm.
Blasto getting kind of beat up by the deck here so far at number 6. Tough to say where the hot seat is, but I'm not sure it's in seat number 5.
I know where the flames are not.
Oh, and he does make the call, turns over the flush. And Moche turns over the jack high flush. A little celebration. Could be a yellow card on the play. I don't know if it appears to be excessive celebration.
15-yard penalty. I think that is the what we heard earlier.
I think so. 15 minutes in the past, we were talking about a little celebration.
That. We know the culprit now for sure. We didn't know before, but we know now.
Now we know. Jack high flush versus 10 high flush. I would say Moche getting max value as well out of that jack high flush.
I think so.
I'm curious to know, what do you think? Do you think he would have folded to an all-in there with the jack high flush?
It was about 300 in the pot at the time. That's about 700. I think so. Because, I mean, yeah, you just have to put him on like an ace high flush there at that point. I think that might have been max value.
Yeah, I think so.
I think maybe you could have got like 50 more, but, you know, exactly pot was a good bet.
Yes. Carlos in the chat asking how much is the entry? $1,000 minimum. We are uncapped today, so of course match the stack.
And the address, we're in Midland, Texas.
We are KoJack's in Midland, 3205 West Cuthbert Avenue, Suite B9. I order a lot of pizza here.
Oh, I was about to look at the address because I did not know the exact address. I know the roads to get here, and I don't know the names of them.
Yes, that's right. I'll take old Midkiff down here.
So I think we have a straddle here from... No, maybe it's just a raise? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Pocket twos here for Motier. Is that how you say it?
Motier raising up to 120.
With twos.
Aggressive set mining here, but he did just chip up in the previous hand, and he will take down some of that dead money. That's all right. We got a little difficulty with the microphone here. We'll straighten that out behind the scenes. And we are moving on to hand number 8, right, Cha? Hand number 8, Miss Joni enjoying one of our famous corn dogs. I put an asterisk at the end of it because they're going to be famous. Have not become
Pre-famous?
Pre-famous corn dogs.
Did you already answer Carlos Lightning for the...
I did.
All right, nice.
This is a cash game, Carlos. Every day we are running cash games of varying sizes. This one a little bit of a specialty here. The 10 on the button doesn't come around all that often.
Our more common games are 1-2 and 1-3. No limit hold'em.
That's right. 1-3, 300 to 1,000 max, or 70% match the stack. So we do get some decently big games. And if you want to put a bigger game together, just hit us up with a list. We'll make sure we can accommodate you. We do a $12 daily membership. So that'll be the cost to get in the door, and that's about it, my man. We hope to see you soon, buddy.
And then Basil.
Poker Face Superman watching from North Korea.
North Korea.
What else is new? Damn it, boy.
And the sky's blue.
That's right. And Gracie flopping a pair of kings, but that dude up and down here for a straight draw. And he's going to go ahead and call the 60.
Up and down with the backdoor heart draw.
Yep.
Ace of hearts would... be some royal flush outs for him.
Could be some royal flushes. All right. Who do you think is going to be the first to get a royal flush here today?
Is there an under on the no? You know what? Give me Blasto. I think it's going to turn around.
All right.
Speaking of flush draw.
Gracie now.
Club flush draw.
Pair of kings and a flush draw. Huge amount of equity.
That's 80.
And that dude put to the test here. Up and down straight draw, but potentially up against a flush draw. And we can see, of course, the cards. He is up against that. Common wisdom, don't draw unless you're drawing to the nuts. Let's see what that dude decides to do. Basil, yes, sir. Somebody did hit the flush frenzy last night for a grand prize of $1,500.
Nice, nice.
It was Mr. Brad Smith.
I don't think I recognize. I need to recognize the face.
You would know him.
Okay.
He comes in pretty frequently. Good player. And that dude makes an incredible laydown.
Good fold.
Unbelievable.
I said maybe he thought he was up against a flush draw, and that's it. No pair to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Still a great fold nonetheless.
Great fold. One of those moments I would ask for a rabbit hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have gotten there just to torture myself?
Love it. Glutton for punishment, I'd say.
That's right. Right you are, Ken.
I still think of the Barbie movie when you said that. I don't think of the
Most extreme elimination challenge.
yeah. What commentator was it? We talked about this last time.
Yeah, it's who knows. I don't think I could pronounce their names. It's a show out of Japan, so
Oh yeah.
not well versed in Japanese. Not quite yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, we'll
There's
see.
still time.
There's still time.
I think we found the hot seat. Moss picking up Ace Jack once more. This
Yeah.
time not of the suited variety though.
That's okay. Under the gun, certainly good enough for a raise. It looks like 20.
Min clicky.
Rudy always smiling when he's winning. And he is winning, so he is smiling. Ungley with the Jack 9 suited.
Raised to 25, not min click.
Very good.
5 Moss.
That's about right. 2.5x.
King Queen 8 here.
One club.
No one with a pair?
No one with a pair.
Lots of straight draws though, all around the board.
That's right.
Ace Jack.
Moss keeping up the aggression. I like this bet. Good C bet from under the gun. You got a lot of kings, a lot of queens in your range. Going to be tough for the other players to call. Ungley, though, likes his chances at improving on the turn. Going to float here.
Only a 9 to improve his hand. And speaking of only 9.
Wait a second.
Found
Did it just hit?
Found it.
Ungley pulling ahead here. I don't see that 9 slowing the action down here from Moss, but we'll have to see. Gracie chowing down on those corn dogs. They must be pretty tasty. Check, check. And another spade on the river. Backdoor flush gets there.
Could potentially slow the action.
Yep, and check from Moss. Ungley with the pair of 9s going to have a hard time betting here. That value just way too thin. But he does scoop the pot and gets a little smile out of him. Now, you may recall last week, Ungley not picking up any playable hands until the very end of the stream. He's off to a much better start now.
If you're not picking up playable hands, you just gotta play them yourself.
That's usually what I do, and maybe that's
Goes
where I go
poorly.
wrong.
Yeah, it goes pretty poorly every time. We're already on hand number 10, right?
Hand numero 10.
Hitting the double digits here.
Hitting the double digits, indeed. Yeah, it's tough in the game of poker. You don't want to force it, but at the same time, sometimes you need to make your own luck.
Someone's going to have ace 3.
Okay.
My call.
Gracie, pretty close with the ace 6.
Doubled it.
Duplantis with the suited king. That dude with the ace jack suited. Lots of diamonds, lots of hearts out there. Who is shuffling this deck?
Lots of reds.
Red cards all around. It was a red day for the stock market. It's a red day for our cards right now. Okay, Ungley breaking the streak. I like it with the 9-7 of clubs.
Mote giving respect to the bet with a little fist bump and calling. It looked like.
Always a character at the table. And more clubs. Moss 2.0 with the queen high.
Got some black cards in there after all those reds showed up.
Yep. Gracie, the only player with 2 flush draws. Raised to 30. If it's good enough for 10, it looks like it's good enough for 30. All the way around, we are 6 ways to the flop. Big pot brewing, 180 in the middle already.
I say ace jack in the lead, but that tends to never stay the same after the flop. 8, 9, 4.
1 club, 1 heart, 1 diamond. Every player here with a backdoor flush draw except for Gracie.
So, okay, I see where I'm at now. I was like, who's in the lead? I was like, Motier has a 7, I mean a 4, but Ungley has a 9. The 9 coming back around to help him again.
That's right. Ungley needs to play those 9s. And it looks like he is going to make a call with top pair. And that top pair weak kicker could be just barely good enough to get you in trouble.
You're hoping for lower cards to come out here. You don't want too many overs coming out.
Yeah.
Which almost certainly will, considering the cards. Yep, queen.
Queen of diamonds could slow things down unless that dude wants to build a pot.
But it is safe for Ungley currently. He still retains the lead.
He does. Only barely 50% to 44%. And Moche with just 6% here. And that dude does decide to lead here, taking the betting lead, taking the aggression. Moche tacitly folding. Dealer scooping his cards. And Ungley going to make the call here. He is still technically ahead. Basically a coin flip, though, on this river.
Outs. That's wild.
Could be too many. And it is. It is way too many outs. That 6 of hearts not helping anything. I do think if that dude decides to bet here, that may be enough to get Ungley off his pair of 9s. Let's see if he goes for that river bluff.
I feel like he might. He's cutting out some 100 chips here, or some greens maybe.
Pot's 595. It's going to have to be a healthy bet if he wants to get it through.
I think it's around 200.
It is exactly 200. Good eye, my friend.
Laser focused.
Betting a 3rd pot here, and that dude.
Except for some straights getting there.
This would be a wild call.
The 6 does not change anything. So if you thought he was good before,
a wild call.
He calls and
he makes the call with the pair of 9s. It is good.
9's good again.
An absolute bluff catcher.
That was a good read there from Ungley.
Excellent read. And he's got the 7 blocking a lot of straight possibilities.
Oh, yeah. I did not even factor that in. Yeah, the river, especially with the blocker, effectively a blank. So if he thought he was good on the turn, he stayed good on the river, barring some 2 pairs.
Yep, barring 2 pairs, barring that straight getting there, which he blocks 100%.
So good read there from Ungley.
Excellent call, making it happen, chipping up. I like to see it. And here's a look at the current chip stacks here. Mr. Blasto, unfortunately, throwing the party here down 1160, but we're only on hand number 11, so
there's always time.
Lots and lots of time. Down to 440 in the stack, but plenty of play. He's got about 44 big blinds.
And Moss currently having the party thrown for him.
Exactly, 940 up, almost $1,000. And this is a big game, so I expect to see a lot of swings in these stacks here. Certainly a lot of time for Blasto to come on back. Certainly a lot of time, unfortunately, for Mr. Moss 2.0 to lose a little bit. We'll have to see how it plays out.
I'm going to say Basil put in some question marks. You said it was Brad Smith who won the
Brad Smith won that flush frenzy. I want to say it was just past midnight.
Nice. Mote pick up here the ace-queen, not suited, but both red. Jojo here with the queen 10. Grace here with ace 4. Everybody having a piece of each other. Queen 6-10, 2 pair for
no.
Wowie.
Top pair, top kicker for Moche. You're gonna want to bet that.
Oh yeah. Now, do you raise here if you're JoJo?
If it's me, I'm probably just gonna smooth call here with 2 pair.
And somebody to act behind you as well.
That is the determining factor here. If it was heads up, I probably would raise here just for a little protection. A lot of things could change on the turn.
So the in-position player folds. Now it's heads up ace-queen versus queen 10.
Oh, when a king comes off.
Giving Motier more outs.
More outs for Moche. Broadway comes in for ace-jack. And Moche betting
What was that?
105?
155?
155, yes, sir.
Yeah, I know chip stacks.
Not to brag or anything. And now JoJo. JoJo going to make the call here. Just a smooth call. Giving more rope to Moche. 8 comes off. 8 of hearts. A couple of straights already there. A couple of more straights come through.
It adds 7-9, but
You can't really count on that with the pre-flop action. You're right.
yeah, and 9-jack, maybe potentially 9-jack.
Yeah,
But
maybe potentially 9-jack. You got to think, is 9-jack going to call 155 with a gutter ball?
that is the ultimate question. But he does check here.
Slowing down a little bit, maybe afraid of that 8, maybe afraid of all the calls that JoJo has been making. And JoJo, good sized bet here, 545 in the pot.
Maybe 300-ish? I did not see the bet. I can't see the chip stack. 390.
390. My man does know chip stacks. And Moche really thinking about it here. Put to the test. Ace, queen, top pair, top kicker. Scary board, though. A lot of flush draws.
Second pair top kicker.
Second.
King on the river. I mean, king on the turn. Top pair top kicker on the flop.
Good point. A lot of flush draws brick out. A couple of straight draws brick out as well. If you're holding a jack, you may have missed. But he does make the correct laydown. JoJo scooping a pot. Almost $1,000 in the middle.
Good fold there from Mote.
And good bet there from JoJo. If you don't want to show your cards at the end, sometimes I'll put out a big bet. That way, either the other guy will fold and I don't have to show, or he'll raise and I don't have to show by folding.
New dealer.
New dealer, Mr. Jason, swooping on into the box. Relieving Mr. Johnny Blaze of his duties.
I think it may be bomb pod time then.
It looks like. It looks like a $10 bomb pot.
It really did look like they were gonna try to do a $100 bomb bomb pot.
I would have liked a $25 bomb pot if I'm being honest, but yeah, 10's good. 10's good.
I do love a bomb pot,
Bomb pots are a lot of fun. Been
especially
playing,
when you get cards.
when you get good cards, it is certainly a good time. Been playing online. They started offering bomb pots on the website that I use, but they're single board hold'em bomb pots.
Ugh, that's fine as long as it's single board. Double board hold'em, it's a lot of checking. I've noticed. It's a lot of checking.
And it looks like we may have some card read errors here based on the first cards that went out, so we'll have to see how the action goes. I anticipate some strange bets based on what we see here on the cards.
I'm taking it all at face value.
Okay. That is one way to do it.
Been watching some Poker Go. I think it was I think Daniel Negreanu ended up taking it down maybe like 6 months ago. A lot of hold'em.
Ah, yes.
Not hold'em, Omaha.
Ah, yes. Omaha making a comeback here
Dude, like
in
Omaha.
the world of poker.
Look, that's a pretty hand for that dude.
That is
And for Moche, honestly, both good hands.
more than, I would call that mad decent.
Mad decent.
Ham in the chat saying he loves bomb pots, especially when he's on fire, and scooped 3 out of 4, and the other one he chopped.
That's that's how you know you're running good.
Always feels good to scoop a bomb pot, especially, 2 boards. What do you think? 90 to 95% of them are going to be chopped? Dang, lots of hands here. 7-4-9 on the top board, 5-3-9 on the bottom board. Moss 2.0 with one too many clubs. Gracie with the nut flush draw on top.
I like JoJo's hand here.
Checks around.
Oh, I did not see the nut flush holding from Gracie here.
Gracie, that's right. Does not get there on the turn, but she does make a pair of 10s.
So top board 7-9 queen. Now some 10-8. No, 10 jack. Still no. So just sets are currently the nuts for now.
For now, that is
Likely to change in
almost guaranteed to change here. And look at this, JoJo with the second nut flush draw here on the top board.
yeah, that's why I initially liked his hand, but gonna be rough now. Now we're getting caught up here. Some 25s.
Some 25s in the middle. Pot increasing in size here, now up to 255. You know, kind of a small pot for a bomb pot. And the spades get there. Gracie with the nut flush on top versus JoJo's second nut flush.
And diamonds get there below.
Yep, diamonds get there, and JoJo with a set of kings.
So right now the split between JoJo and that dude. No, it's gonna be flipped. So that's not gonna be. They're not the two that's splitting it because the two rivers are flipped.
That's right.
So that dude's still getting half it because he's the only one with a diamond draw.
Now JoJo
With a diamond
deciding
flush.
what to do here with the flush and the set. It looks like he might want to raise here. No, he just makes the call.
Yeah, a lot of yeah. With the second nut flush, you might be putting someone on that nut flush,
Playing cautiously. I like it.
and you have equity with the set down below.
Every Wednesday we run a bomb pot tournament. All bomb pots all the time. Look at Gracie. Pot size bet here.
Betting her
500.
500 for her nut flush. Might get that dude to fold here with his weaker queen high flush. The ace of it says it's the second nut flush, but the ace of diamonds unaccounted for.
That's right. We know that, but he doesn't.
He does not.
That dude gonna have a hard time making the call here.
Uncle also has a set of threes down below.
Spicy. Yeah, no boat possibilities, no paired boards.
Yeah. So on the top board, what does he have? On the other board, that he does not have the flush. King 10. 8-10. I'm trying to read.
He's kind of blank on the other board, just with the second nut flush.
Yeah, it's hard making the decision to call it to chop at best. It's always that's why bomb pots are so difficult.
That's 100% correct. And that dude does make the call.
Does make the call here.
And helping the dealer out, too. Always appreciated. Putting his stack next to the betting stack so that you can see that they are the same size. Now Ungle out of there. JoJo with the decision. Second nut flush for JoJo as well.
And a set of kings.
And a set of kings. Decently strong on both boards, but is he about to lay it down? He
think
does.
That is a great fold. Wow.
Unreal.
Wow. I think I'm calling there because you have so much equity on both boards. But I guess two flushes getting there is rough.
Unbelievable. Crazy fold. And that dude made the right call with the second nut flush, and JoJo making the right fold with the second nut flush. Unbelievable.
Wow. So if those boards were flipped, that dude would have scooped.
Yep. And just like that, doesn't even matter if our graphics were backwards on the rivers because the right two players chopped.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable right there.
Great.
That is bomb pots for you. Talk about
A great call and a great fold there.
Talk about a great build-up, too. And if you're curious, you want to play some bomb pots, if that's foreign to you, come practice a little bit. $60 will get you in. We got a $10 dealer ad, so bring 70.
It says every Wednesday in November. We do it every Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
All the time.
All the time.
We've done it since November, and we will continue to do it after May.
It's gonna be May. Uncle here with the Rockets.
He's got the American Airlines here.
Gonna flat.
There you go.
Flats it.
Setting up for a limp re-raise here. I like to see it.
The classic. I called it the Miss Mary.
Okay, Miss Mary, I like it.
The flat and the aces.
Miss Mary is a crusher, one of the players here that plays a lot. The sweetest women I've ever met, but, man, she is vicious at the poker table.
Oh, wow. Look at this King 10, King 10. I mean, it doesn't get much better for your aces here, especially limping pre.
Yep. Now, if he does decide to raise here, he's going to set off a couple of alarm bells, but he's almost forced to in this position.
Just flats?
Just flats. Smooth play in the aces. Ungley, absolutely dangerous, but also in a lot of danger here. Both players against him, flopping up and down.
Oh my gosh, they are? No,
Sorry,
you got a
queen.
ball for a queen. Yeah.
Yeah. Ungley gonna take the lead here. $100 into a pot of 130. Duplantis on the button, does have a positional advantage, but he gets out of there.
I'm gonna say, if one of them calls, the other one folds. I was almost sure of it. No, I was wrong.
Out of there.
I was wrong. Look at that.
I guess the inverse may have been true. If one of them folds, the other one maybe calls. But we know that's not true.
Not
They
true.
both fold?
They both folded. Aces 100% at the table so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
2 for 2.
Can't beat those odds. Best hand in poker. Some would disagree and say 5-3 is the best hand. I wouldn't go that far.
I would never go that far. Now queen 6. Now we're heating up.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Cooking with hot oil.
Oh, yeah.
That's what me and Ham would say. Now we cooking with hot oil.
And when you come back to Texas?
Ham, we miss you, buddy.
It's need to play that Bowling for Soup song.
Stories of was have filled these four walls.
He's like a rumor. It's like a myth.
Yeah. Yeah, it was too good to be true while he was here. And now that he's gone, people don't believe.
Left like a flash.
Left like a flash. Queen 5 for Moche. Playing a suited queen under the gun.
Do you like a suited queen?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I stopped playing suited queens.
Wrong.
I guess so.
Wrong. Look at this. Exhibit A, best hand right now.
Exhibit
Did he
A.
fold?
Yeah. Yeah, with the king on the board, 2 clubs. A lot can change by the river. And he does get out of there, massaging his gums with a spoon.
Classic.
Classic. There's a jack. That dude playing the 5 tray.
So I think the wrong hand was folded. I think queen 5 still in the hand. I think that dude's no longer in the hand.
I see.
So a little switch. So we still got queen 5 versus 10-8 here.
A little switcheroo.
Even though we'd wish it was still the Charlie, Charlie
We do.
sticking it in there.
We do wish. And Moss going to bet out here. And we know, of course, Moche with the queen is better than the 10-8.
10 having a lot of outs here. Bricking most of them.
Yeah, yep, breaking just about all of it. But Moche makes the call. Or sorry, Moche raises. And Moss 2.0 makes the call.
Takes it down with the queen 5.
And that'll do it.
That's why you play your queen suited there.
Gotta do it. That's why you gotta do it.
It's in the book.
It is in the book. You're writing that book.
Yeah, the
So
book about the queens, yeah.
So that you can say, hey, the book says.
I'm writing so many books right now.
We both are. God, we're busy. Remember being young? We weren't writing 5 books at a time.
All of them poker related.
And we've got a straddle out here.
I keep thinking Uncle's water is like a fidget spinner. Queen 6, is that a snap fold? I'm going to cry.
Book says don't do it. My book says don't do it. Your book does say do it. A little dispute between the books.
Yeah. Books never agree.
Duplantis with the ace of spades. Book says, hey, raise all in.
There's not. Goes against the book again.
I can't believe it. Read a book, guys.
Uncle in some bad shape here. Only a queen can save him.
Ungley, yeah, looking for that queen. Oh, and 8 comes off.
Hits the worst of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Might feel like he's best here.
Out-kicked by a long shot. Now, the fact that it's middle pair may save him a little bit of money. Duplantis, middle pair, good enough to bet $40. And Moche laying it down, not picking up enough of that flop to continue. Ungley out of there as well.
Ungley making some good reads here.
Unbelievable all around. A dangerous player. He was at the table when I was playing 1-2. I tried very hard to get involved in pots with him, but now I'm realizing
I shouldn't have.
I shouldn't have. That's a bad strategy. He's a much better player than I am.
I never do it in person, but online. If I either get like beat by a bad hand or I keep getting raised by some guy and then he turns over like a bad hand, I'll make it my mission, especially if it's low enough stakes and it's like, it's not. It's like 20 cents or something. I'll raise it every time he's in the hand.
Love that.
Just to make sure I get in the hand, or make sure he folds, pick up his dead money.
One book I was reading, speaking of reading books, and he said target people, try and put them on tilt. He said one way to do that is by constantly raising or showing aggression to certain players. And I guess that's a winning strategy for some. I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off.
It makes sense. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever do it.
Gracie with the pocket nines, raising it up. That dude making the call with the suited ace. Let's see what this board brings here, courtesy of Jason. All spades.
The wrong black color there for that dude.
And let's see, Gracie gonna see bet, it looks like. $50 into a pot of 70.
Gracie is holding a spade here, making it less likely that dude flopped.
Out of there.
He's getting out of there.
Out of there. And that dude making a good lay down. Tough to continue on those monotone boards when you're not holding any pair, any flush draw, any straight draw. And that dude certainly just not continuing. The book would say, there you go. That's what the book would say.
The book said, cha-ching. Book said, bring me my money. Oh, that's what we're missing. The fan here.
It is getting toasty. I'll see what I can find.
Got Moss here with a suited 10-5. Likes to let it go. Uncle here with the foes. The foe for foe for foe. The Wendy's hand. Got the first K9. And right as Chase steps out, we get the first K9. Which means I get full authority to name it here. K9 flopping pretty decent. Pair of nines. And the gutter ball to the jack. What's that working? Not a beagle. Oh, 4 does bring in that flush draw for JoJo, but set here for Ungle. And even if the flush draw gets there, it can pair the board like a queen of clubs here. Would get somebody paid off. Ungle does elect to bet 25. JoJo making the call here. I'm still trying to think of that name for the K9. God, it was some working dog I saw recently on TikTok. I can't think of the name of it. River here. 8 of clubs here. Giving JoJo the club flush. The pot's 100. I think maybe a bet of 75 could potentially get called here from Ungle. Obviously, JoJo not knowing Ungle is as strong as he is. Maybe hoping to get calls from lesser clubs here. That looks like a bet of like either 60 or 75. 85. Ungle does fold. Good fold there from Ungle. JoJo raking another pot with the sheepdog. That's what it is. The K9 is a sheepdog. Hand number 18 peeling off here. Lots of fast folds here. Can't even read the cards. The walkie-talkie here for that dude of the suited variety. Ten, 4, 6, 5, Queen 3. All coming off to see a flop here. Ace, Ace 3. Blasto with the only pair here. Mote with some backdoor. Straight draws. Same for that dude. That kills most of their their straight draws here. 4. That dude hitting it on the river. And he's going to scoop it. A little quick one there. Scooping it with the walkie-talkie. I think first time I've seen the walkie-talkie win. I don't know if y'all have heard that recent 100 gorillas versus... No. 1 gorilla versus 100 humans. I'm personally 100 humans. I'll get back to that in a minute. Mote with King 10. Uncle with Queen 9. Judo with Ace 7. All kind of middling hands with pretty good spots. Blasto here with Ace Jack. Probably going to raise it up here. Just Alexa flat here. Monster A3 does fold the button. Now, if you combine all their hands, there is a straight. There's a big straight. It's the biggest straight. 6, Jack, 10 here. Mote with the nut spades for this board. Does pick up a pair of 10s. Blasto with top pair, top kicker. Uncle up and down and all around. Gonna be the one to bet. Blasto calling. Mote calling. 9. This is an interesting hand how it's playing. I don't even know where to go from here. What is this river? Show it to us. Don't. They're keeping us in the dark for this river. There it goes. Check, check, check here. Faction stayed the same.
7 of spades.
It was a 7 of spades? Yep. 7 of spades? No.
I put the 9, but it was a 7.
Okay. So 7 of spades on the river. Blasto does take it down. Hey, I'm saying they did 10,000 gorillas versus 100,000 humans, or is that 1 million? 100,000 humans, lost 14 gorillas. I'm still 100 humans. That's a. Now the first 10 humans that go at the gorilla, they're gonna lose. All of them probably. The second 10 probably gonna lose.
It's 100 gorillas. Wait, what?
He said they did 10,000 gorillas versus 100,000 humans, and they lost 14 gorillas.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. Ham's
It's 50 dudes or 1 gorilla.
No, it's 100 dudes, 1 gorilla.
No, 100 dudes overpowers a gorilla. That's a dumb question.
That's what I'm saying. But no, dude, people ride on the
Gorillas, dude.
yeah.
I'm telling you though, make it 50, and the gorillas got a chance.
That is a lot closer. I'm still betting humans. I think.
100 dudes?
So Gracie raised up to 60 with Ace Queen suited. Blasto here with the sheepdog, the K9 of the suited variety. Mote with Jack 10, not suited but both red. Tracy saying, "What's up, y'all? What's up, Tracy?" And Scooper saying 10,000 gorillas versus 1 million humans. Human wins easy. I think so. Yeah, I also agree to that. But I think it was 100,000 humans, so not 1 million, unless I'm reading it wrong. Flop comes out 379. 6-5 here, having some good straight opportunities. Mote same thing. Moss also. Some straight opportunity. Gracie with the current best hand. No pair. Going to be betting to the tune of 110. Okay, ready to see another card. Ungul. Thinking about it. Also going to see another card here. Moss might be priced in the call here. Drawn slim, but a lot of dead money in front of you. Yeah, and 1 million humans wins 100,000. I don't know. That's a tougher one. But people are ride and die for this one gorilla. They're treating him like he's the Hulk. Yeah, I don't get it. I know, I like to put in perspective. We did have weapons, but we made the woolly mammoths go extinct. So just think about it. Ace Queen here gonna retain the lead. And it goes check, check, check.
50 dudes or one gorilla, who wins? 50 dudes or one gorilla? What are we talking about right now? Gorilla, not a gorilla.
Give me versus 100 gorillas. Have you seen the one? It was a joke. Some guy posted his cousin named Bartholomew. It was like it was like a guy in like kid in 5th grade, and it's like 1,000 gorilla versus Bartholomew. Who wins? It's just so dumb. I'll show it to you.
100 gorillas versus Chris Moss 2.0.
2.0? I thought we were talking about 1.0. Yeah, Moss sweeps. Mote, you missed the 2 K9s. Mote with the king queen suited. Uncle here with 8s. Looking up to be a spicy hand here. Uncle holding one of the 8s. Speaking of holding an 8, 1-8 has been folded. You just saw it. Duplan's holding a queen.
Scooper with the real debate here.
That we were talking about the 100 gorillas. We just saw this flop, ace 3.
What is going on? Who is shuffling these cards?
And that is crazy because Blasto had queen 3.
What?
He won the hand. No, he didn't.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Duplantis upgrades.
But Uncle has been upgraded already.
Full house versus full house. Ace is full versus ace is full.
Duplantis with a little smirk does give it up.
Get
Good fold.
out of there. And a jack comes. A lot of times you might think king high would be good on this board unless you're up against a pair of 8s.
Jacks or 3s.
Yep. And
Check, check. Uncle takes it down again.
Hey there, just jacks. What's going on? Uncle stacking some chips now.
This is all. So, who do you got? 100 gorilla? Oh no, 100. Jesus, 1 gorilla versus 100 humans.
You know what? I'm mixed on this one.
I'm not mixed at all.
I've listened to a couple of experts talk about gorillas and how powerful they are, how dense their skin is, and their bones are so strong compared to humans. Here's my argument. Ants can take down animals much larger.
Yeah, because they're so that's.
Yeah.
That's what they don't get.
100 to 1 is a large amount. But if a gorilla is able to take one swing and eliminate 10% of the field and then take another swing and eliminate another 10 guys.
I don't think he's and he's not eliminating them with one swing. He's gonna injure somebody. There's gonna be broken bones. There will be blood.
His grip strength is like 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, but you're swinging through like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. You're saying like 7 or 8, like around 200-pound guys.
Yeah. I mean, what are we talking here?
Now,
are we talking fighters or are we talking regular
no,
dudes?
You roll some dice. It's like you're getting average.
All right. If it's you and me,
I think we're taking the gorilla ourselves.
We're losing. If it's 50 yous and 50 me's, I'm sorry, dude. You got good cardio, but I don't know.
the gorilla's gonna get so tired. It's just you go in waves of 10s. Gracie picking up 7s here. You go in waves of 10s. There goes a 7.
I guess. Scooper. We are working on the Table Talk audio. We've got microphones. We've got receivers. Just need a board to plug them into. Yeah, I don't know. 100 guys. You know what? What's that game where you have the armies, and you can put the armies up against each other? You can do like dinosaurs versus whatever. You can do all kinds of stuff.
We need to do it.
Yeah, somebody set that up, and I was watching, and the gorilla just swooped everything. It's crazy.
Gracie here with the bet.
Gracie with a well-timed bet as well. It's going to be tough for anybody to call. Moche a little bit better, but maybe afraid of the king here. Maybe a little less afraid now that another king comes off.
I hate when that happens. You're like, oh, I can discount them having as many kings. And
Right.
They just have them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have 2 of them.
Yeah, that's whoa!
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Boat over boat once again. Kings full versus Kings full. Moche betting $10 trying to get Gracie to call anything.
Does call.
And he's good. 10,000 gorillas.
Yeah, they had it was 10,000 gorillas.
Scooper saying first 20 humans are sacrificial lambs.
That's what I'm saying. You go in waves of 10. The first 10, they're done.
Some Civil War tactics here.
Yeah.
The front lines, you know you're dying.
It's like the world. What's World War I? The no man's land.
Yep. Yikes.
The first 10, they're gone. The second 10, they're gone. The third 10, they're probably gone. Fourth 10, we're getting closer. Fifth 10, there's so many waves of 10, they're gonna get tired. Dawson was saying now 50. That's the debate. I think that's what we need to be talking about.
No, but here's the question: what is going to do damage? Because you're not going to use your fists to hurt a gorilla.
So, the eyes, they're joints. You know, you just go for joints. You try to I guess break because they're not immortal to getting wounded. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot, but if you keep hitting the same spot.
All right, I'm going to do the Pokemon versus Lions debate tactic here. I'm going to say I'm going to disagree with you just because I don't like you anymore. I'm going to change.
As of this debate,
I'm going to change my stance and say whatever you're arguing, I'm going the opposite.
Devil's advocate.
Doubles advocate.
There's a 3-bet here from JoJo with 8-3, and then a 4-bet here with Ace-Jack.
Look at this. Gracie with the King 10. Actually, pretty decently playable hand, but up against a 4-bet, that's going to be tough. Now, that 4-bet is kind of a misnomer. We did have a double straddle before the hand started.
Oh, okay.
So Blasto just kind of opening here.
Now, if that's just an opening, I say tough in position because you're not. There's people that act behind you if you have the King 10.
And it looks like Blasto's just going to scoop up a whole bunch of dead money here, unless JoJo wants to get frisky with the 8 tray. And he does.
Gets frisky.
Staying frisky. He says, you know what, I didn't straddle for nothing. 200 in the pot. Heads up. Oh.
Barely.
Eight's got a couple of outs here, actually.
Any 8 or any 3.
And Blasto blasting off. Throwing some more money into that pot.
To the tune of 100? 85.
Another $85 bet. It's going to take her down. He gets the dead money and JoJo's call. Acting like 100 gorillas of his own.
Seeking 100 gorillas out of the pot and takes it down. Yeah, from what I heard, they'd go for joints, and you just do a lot of jumping on the gorilla.
Yeah. Okay, that might work. I don't know.
You got 10 on each limb. That's 40, and then the rest are just jumping like Mario Brothers on them. I keep seeing it's like something on Twitter or Instagram or something, saying that Mr. Beast has the opportunity to do something really funny. Just do it. One gorilla versus 100 humans. We got to see.
Just do it.
I was like saying, we had weapons, of course, but woolly mammoths went extinct because of us. So come on.
If the humans have weapons, then yes.
Oh, 100%.
I would say 10 UFC fighters versus 1 gorilla. I'm taking the gorilla every day of the week. 10 guys, just not enough.
How many UFC fighters before they take the gorilla? 5?
You know what? 100, that would be a compelling argument. If it's 100 UFC fighters versus a gorilla, I think that's compelling.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's right.
Oh, no.
2 queens out there and a queen on the flop.
And then bet and a call. Bets 10, calls 10.
Ungley in trouble
Oh,
here.
no.
The case queen comes off.
there
Both
is-
players think they're good.
There is chop outs, though.
There are chop outs. Any 8 or 3 would get a chop.
8 or 3 or any. No, ace would not. No, yeah, I thought a king or ace would be chop outs. No.
Nope. There's the king.
Wow. The case queens.
Unreal. JoJo can choose any sizing he wants here and probably get a call from Ungley. He chooses 30.
Probably doesn't think Uncle's as strong as he is.
Shows the queen. Oh, and the kicker is the limiting
man.
factor.
Man, oh man. Queen 6. That's why you can't play those things.
Yeah. Who plays that?
Me? No, never.
Terrible.
That's rough. I'm going broke there, I think. I think I may raise on the river with queen 6 because, you know,
Yeah.
there's only one queen left.
That's one of those you got to play the player, I think,
Yeah.
determining the raise spot. How is he doing so far? Yeah, against an aggressive player like JoJo, yeah, I could see a raise there. But you got to play cautiously.
All right. How many hand-picked humans before it can beat a gorilla? And hand-picked, like, meaning you can pick, like, peak Shaq. Like, he's just a tall man. Eddie Hall, John Jones. Like, and they're all in their peak. And sure, we'll even get a little stronger gorilla. How many I think
I would still say 100.
You're still thinking 100 if we get a hand pick our humans? Our Homo sapiens? Maybe 40? No, I don't know. Queen 6.
Moss 2.0 with that ace 10. Just making the call.
A lot of good hands here. Oh, wow.
Ace
Wow,
on
wow,
the
wow.
flop,
wow,
set
wow.
for Moche. That dude with ace queen, it's going to be tough to get away from.
Set mining.
And gets there.
So Moss is going to lead out here.
And why wouldn't you?
Jack 10 full. Ace queen.
That
Maybe
dude-
thinking about raising?
Yeah, I was about to say, he may think about raising here, and it looks like he is getting together a couple of greenies.
The only thing I'm putting someone else on, maybe ace 5, maybe ace 3, but
And here Moche
Yeah.
definitely going to raise.
just flatting.
Flatting the 70, okay. I'll have
Probably
to see
hoping
it.
to get the other ace involved.
And Moche knows, almost guaranteed, Moche knows what he's up against. Telling some funny jokes, though, Joni. Cracking up along with Duplantis. Moss 2.0 with the ace 10. Bad kicker in this spot.
Good fold.
Good fold. And now ace queen versus the set of threes. Moche looking for the board to pair to feel extremely comfortable, but he does have a lock on this hand as it sits right now. Of course, we can see that.
I think Mote is gonna flat all the way into the river.
Blink. Throwing in a black.
That's 100 and a call. Got some table talk here
Yep.
between the two.
Check on the river. It's a 10.
Oh wow.
You got to wonder, is Chris Moss kicking himself? Oh, and he just checks. Moche just checking with bottom set.
Wow. There are some straights to get there.
There are some straights. A lot of hands would beat him, but if it was me, I would have gone for a little bit of thin value, but that's why I'm not that good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm on this side of the microphone.
This is why I'm commentating.
Not playing a 1K min game.
This is why I play 5 cent, 10 cent.
Yep, me too, me too. $10 buy-in, sign me up. Unbelievable right there.
How do you feel about like the pretzels you get at a mall?
Love
like
'em.
with the cheese?
Love it.
I love
By the way, we're serving those.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
Little quick promo for our new snack bar that's
Snack
open.
bar is open.
Officially. Corn dogs, candy, cookies,
Pretzels, pizzas.
Pizzas are real good.
Yep, we are running the weekend menu will be pizzas and burgers and stuff like that. We're running a slightly limited menu right now, but we do still have those mall pretzels with cheese. We got chips and cheese. We got chili and cheese. A couple of different toppings, things like that.
So how does the menu work then if it's sometimes limited? Do you know?
Yes, we are starting up the snack bar. So we're beginning with a limited menu during the weekdays, and on the weekends we'll be doing the full menu. Eventually, we'll bring the full menu to the weekdays as well.
Got you.
And then I believe after midnight, we'll start running the late night menu. We got cup noodles, we got burritos, we got quesadillas.
Ramen would be nice.
Ramen is excellent at any time of the day.
I had ramen since college.
I had ramen just the other day. Look at this. Gracie with the nut flush draw. Moss with the
Second.
king high flush draw. Yeah, and a pair of kings.
A pair of kings. They're racing.
Racing. Everybody's out of there except those two players. Moss way ahead right now.
Any ace, any club, any three to sweat. Jack.
Jack doesn't help. Moss 72% here.
Check here.
And Gracie needs a club. She doesn't get it. Moss's pair of kings is going to be good. Check on the river, too. Moss just not comfortable betting the king with the 8 kicker.
I say, think them talking about Moss wishing the club would have came and Gracie telling her probably not. Telling him probably not.
Not a good idea.
So, you know, sometimes you're wishing for a card and the deck saves you from the card, actually.
That's true. Yeah, you think, I missed, but then you realize, ooh.
Glad it didn't hit.
You got that, Phil.
Yeah. And the cookies?
Ooh.
From here, super good.
Tell me about those cookies. Macadamia nut, chocolate chip.
I don't even like white macadamia nut. Is it white macadamia nut or just macadamia nut?
I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure either. Whatever it is, it was great.
I just like what happens when it touches my tongue.
When it touches me.
Well. And we've already got hand number 26 under our belts. Moving on to hand number 27. That's Mackenzie in the box, one of our favorite dealers.
Oh, yeah.
Pitching with lightning ease here.
What do you say? Oh.
Blackbirds.
Aces here. Gonna raise UTG under the gun. Moyer special. That dude with ace jack here.
Moche with the 7 tray. Wants to get no, he doesn't. Okay.
Does not get frisky. Anglais learned his lesson with the queen 6. Never again. Unfortunate for the queen 6 lovers.
Yeah. You mean singular?
Just me.
Just one.
There's like 5 of us in the fan club.
And Gracie hits
wow.
set. Are you kidding me? The case ace. This is going to be disgusting. And she does bet 80.
Continues here.
Hoping the other player has an ace. In fact, he does. It's going to be tough to get away from this one. I don't see that dude folding. And, yeah, he does put out the call.
Had to lean up for this one.
Yeah, we're both sitting up here.
Wow.
Oh,
There's
the heart.
outs. There's outs.
That dude improves.
Oh, no. In fact, I can smell it in the air.
That's the pretzels.
Oh, yeah. Classic pretzels. Bet 50.
Small bet here. A little down bet. Getting great odds. He's priced in for the flush, and he does continue.
My guess, 4 of hearts.
Oh, no. The 4 of hearts would be disgusting. It's a 5.
It's red, but it's a 5. It's safe.
Safe card. Gracie with the check mark here.
I think she gets called here.
100. Yeah.
Especially for 100.
Yeah, that value sizing going to be tough to fold right there.
Top pair, really good kicker with that, dude. All the draws breaking out.
Yeah, that's a crying call right there. Even with 3 to a flush on the board, yeah.
This is one of those hands where you're set up. The hand's set up for you to lose. There's nothing you could do.
I have been in that situation before. I had ace king up against pocket aces. The case ace came out.
Ugh.
I went all in on the river, and the guy looked at the board, really in the blender. He says, only one hand beats me, so I guess I call. Turns over the aces, and I said, man, you slow rolled me.
What hand beat him there?
I can't remember.
I would say maybe there's a flush out there.
Yeah, there was something. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty funny. I went broke, and I said, all right, guys, it's been fun. See you later.
Yep.
All right, 10,000 men against one gorilla. open shut case?
Gorilla.
Gorilla. Every time. I think.
2 gorillas. Wait, I wonder how many. Do
See that?
gorillas aren't pack animals. They don't really like.
What?
Are they pack animals?
They have a very complex social structure.
Yeah, they're not like wolves. Like I'm talking like wolves like hunt together. Gorillas more are like separate. Like I think like they intermingle. By the way, the King 9 is the sheepdog.
Sheepdog today.
Sheepdog.
Duplantis with the 10s.
Pocket pairs. Easy come, easy go. Come around the table.
Yep. There's
Ace,
King.
King 4.
And that should,
10.
I think, shut just about everything down. Moche unafraid.
10 from first to last. And
Gracie with a better kicker out of there. Duplantis out of there, too. First to bet takes it down.
yeah, almost always gonna have to fold there. Getting
Moche's
called in 2 spots and ace and a king coming off.
yikes.
Rough one.
Yeah, Moche's aggression saves the day here.
You know what? I'm asking Google a quick question.
Siri. Hey, Siri. Play Despacito. Alexa. Play Despacito.
I spelled it like the band Gorillas. I just realized.
Let me know in the chat if that worked for any of your connected devices. What is the first word on the answer?
They do live in pack animal.
No. The first word here. The question was,
Yes.
are gorillas pack animals? The first word was what?
Yes.
So who was right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like they
So-
they don't hunt in packs, do
Wait
they?
a second. Was the
They are
first word?
they are pack animals. I will concede.
Okay, so who was right? I was right. Gracie now with the pocket jiggities. Gonna raise it up here. It looks like 40. Duplantis out of there with the ace tray.
Don't need me to say anything?
Yeah, come on in. We've got joined by our special guest here, Mr. Moche.
So I just want to announce to everybody that I don't know how I'm losing at this game. They are some of the worst players I've ever played against in my life.
Moche Helmuth is what we're doing here.
So is Chris Moss. Chris Moss is literally the worst. How can I be sitting there and talking at the same time? That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
I had literally nothing on this flop.
Yep.
I'm drinking coffee and talking. Dude, I'm multi-talented.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, I'll just say one thing. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. There it is. And a round of applause. And by the way, if you're ever playing on our live stream, you want to pop into the commentator booth, you're more than welcome to come say a few words. Moche hitting the audience with one of my favorite jokes. I just want to say one thing. First of all, if you get it, you get it. That is a great way to set up. And here we go. We are on to hand number 30, Dirty 30. We got about maybe a little more than 20 minutes left on our live stream. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. We are KoJack's in Midland, still doing that road to Vegas. We've got our series coming up. Make sure to check that out on Poker Atlas and online, our Facebook page. Got some details there. Or just stop by the club and pick up a flyer or two and hand them out to your friends. We've got a lot of big games coming up, and we are still running the road to Vegas during the series. A lot of our events will qualify to get you points to the Tournament of Leaders, or if you win them, just right on into the Tournament of Champions. Both are free rolls, resulting in a seat at the WSOP main event, if you are good enough to qualify. Ungley with the 7-5, Duplantis with the 5-4, and that dude with the ace-9 suited, a 9 comes off. That dude with the best hand right now.
What did Mr. Motiers have to say?
He said he just wanted to say one thing, and then told us 4 or 5.
That's a classic.
Classic. Genius.
I did hear him say, I don't know how I'm down.
Yep. We had Moche Helmuth in the booth here for a minute.
That tracks. I feel like you know all these bands. Primus, Pussifer, Perfect Circle.
Oh yeah,
Got to see them this week.
Primus, pretty wild.
Love Primus.
Am I wrong?
No, I love.
That's old Les Claypool up there with the bass guitar sticking straight out into the audience, going nuts.
I played My Name Is Mud. Great song.
Great song. Kissed him upside the head with my aluminum baseball bat. My name is Mud.
Applause. It was great. Perfect Circle was really good. Pussifer I know less about, but they were still really good.
Oh yeah, Sound into Blood into Wine. One of my favorite albums.
They played Bullet Train to Iowa. Pussifer.
I also like their album Conditions of My Parole. Not so much the album, but just the title of it.
Condition to My Parole.
Great name for a record.
I love. There's an album by Hum. It's You'd Prefer an Astronaut. Love that name.
Great one.
But yeah, they were really good. Really, really good. Maynard very strict on no phones until the last song.
Yeah, he is that guy.
Which I don't mind. The only time I mind is I think Pussifer played a song and I'm like, man, I wish I knew this song.
I wanted to Google it.
Not even Google. Well, you could have phone, you just couldn't record. I wanted to record so I can find the song later. Because what am I gonna Shazam it? I don't think that's how Shazam really works. There's too much bass in live performances.
King High
Wow.
board here. Little piece for everybody.
I'm about to say everybody getting a little something.
Something. Everybody making a pair. Moss with the best of it leads out once again here. $40.
Gracie gonna 65.
Gracie. Oh, 65. Yeah, Gracie going for it.
Does Motier call here with his 9?
Nope.
Does not.
Does not. I think he's going to take a trip into the booth here pretty soon.
Oh, I thought he was getting ready to get up. I was like, right now.
Oh, there he is.
5
of
spades.
spades.
Check.
Wow, and Moss gets there. 10 on the river for his straight.
He was already there, but he just got there.
He way got there.
Only thing that beats him is Ace Queen.
Ace Queen.
Ace Queen.
For Broadway.
Shows Gracie the bad news.
Gracie taking it like a champ. Hey, by the way, rave reviews on the corn dogs from Gracie. Snack bar up and running, doing well.
I saw them eating pretzels just a second ago. Probably going to update here shortly. I'm jealous.
Love
hungry.
pretzels. Yeah, cheap too. I think $3.
Nice.
3 or 4. I think $3.
I about to say I only know the price of the candy and the cookies because I love sweets. Cookies $1, candy $2.
Yeah, that's right. You can get 6 cookies for $5 as well.
I was debating buying one.
Buy 5, get 1 free. That's what that is.
That's what I heard.
And we are on to hand number 32 already. King 4 for Moss 2.0 of spades. Not the ace of spades. Don't go all in, buddy.
I feel like Moss and Gracie have been sharing a lot of suited cards. Like,
it's weird.
Together.
And Gracie out of there. Not going to play her flush draw. Duplantis with the 9-8. Moche with the 10 tray.
See this flop now. Going 3 ways. Queen. Thank you.
So now you know. You've seen it once. It'll never come up again for another 500 hands.
Another 10 years.
Yep. And there's a 7 right there. Another kind of blank. Duplantis now up and down, but on a paired board, kind of sketchy. Moss 2.0 just absolutely whiffing. First to bet, probably going to take this one down, and Moche checks instead.
Moss was still the best hand.
Duplantis misses that ace. Going to be good enough to give Moss 2.0 the check mark here. King high going to take it down.
Yep, checks around.
Moche not going to bet.
Man, Ted just gave me, I think it was like, not kelp. What was it called? I don't know. Maybe just a couple. It's like the real thin. I don't know. Whatever it was he gave me was real good, and I want more. But I think he was out. I think he was like one of the last few.
Oh, Tech with the seaweed.
Seaweed. There.
Yeah, nori.
That's it tasted so good.
Love that stuff. You know what I used to do? Buy salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cook it.
Oh.
Slice it.
Okay.
Rub just a hint of lemon. Just don't even juice it. Just rub the lemon across the salmon. Roll it up in the nori.
Cook
Eat
it.
it. No, just eat it.
Raw.
I told Tech that. And he said, you getting sushi grade salmon? And I said, no, just whatever. The guy at the counter said it's probably a bad idea, but I ate it anyway.
I said, I'm calling Cap.
Yeah, no, that's real life. And Tech said, that's pretty surprising you're still alive, Chase.
How are you breathing?
Barely. That's what I got.
That's all I got.
Just barely. We are 5 ways to the flop. Limped pot here, $50 in the middle.
7-5.
899. What are we talking about?
Oh,
OJ
wow.
flopping the absolute world here.
I mean, check it maybe? Bet? I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna bet. Full pot looks like $50.
I never know what to do when I have that strong of a hand.
Yeah, well, he bet it. Got a couple of folds and a couple more, so tough to get value. Like you said, when you got that much of the board locked up. But hey, bird in the hand, or however that saying goes.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Right you are, Ken.
Reggie Arkin. But Primus was really good. Perfect Circle, really good. They played a lot of their hits.
My favorite one is Passive.
I don't think they played Passive. I wanted them to play 3 Libras.
That's a great one.
They did not. They played Weak and Powerless.
Man, excellent bass line.
They played a lot of their, from their not their first album, the 13 Step. They played Blue.
Great song, excellent drum line, drum beat, drum part.
Excellent.
Great drums. Hey, who was playing drums? Do you know? Did they get Josh Freeze on there?
I don't know. I was about to say Primus, new drummer. It was his first concert.
Interesting.
The old drummer, I looked it up. Apparently, lost his lust for drumming. Is what they said.
Underrated. The drummer of Primus, underrated. He is magical. The way that he and Les Claypool put down the rhythm section, unreal.
But say that drummer was pretty good. I didn't notice. I was like, oh, this sounds weird. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Never heard the old drummer live though, so can't confirm nor deny.
What's going on with these paired boards here?
Every time it's a paired board, there's a 3 as the last card.
Oh, now it's a deuce. Moche with a pair.
Bang.
Bang. And Moche, the favorite to win the hand, could change on the river. He's going to bet for protection, it looks like. $50 in the middle. JoJo going to have a hard time calling here. Ace high is almost good. JoJo cracking up, says, nah, I don't want it. And that'll do it. Moche betting, taking it down. The best hand currently wins.
Classic.
Classic.
Tale as old as time.
Yep, should have seen it coming. 2 pair with an ace kicker. And we've got Mac in the box. Mac in the box is kind of funny.
I feel like there's something like there's something like a mac and cheese commercial. For like, oh, Mac's back in the box. Like they're done doing the cup mac and cheese. It's back in the box.
Back in the box.
Jack in the box.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. And here we go. On to hand number 35. Love it. Love to see it. Gracie with the Queen 7. Duplantis with the mystery hand. He folds it.
Oh.
A lot of folds. Blasto with the King Jack. Blasto been a little quiet lately. Looks like he's going to raise it up here to $60.
To the tune of $60.
And Gracie with the Queen 7. Arguably better than the Queen 6.
Making the call. Heads up.
Ace on the flop along with a 9 and a tray. Both players whiff. Let's see if Blasto keeps up. No, he checks. Another ace. Blasto might think he's decently ahead here.
And that he is.
If Gracie bets, he may be forced to fold. Nope, he checks. And a 9 comes off. Blasto,
King.
check mark, takes it down. And he will win a pot. Blasto catching back up a little bit at a time.
One pot at a time.
That's the way it goes. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Speaking of a perfect circle.
Oh, yeah, Eat the Elephant.
Great album.
COVID
COVID album.
album.
They all have a similar quality, I've noticed. I don't know what it is. Kind of like I'm tired of this is the sound that everybody makes. Chevelle's COVID album, same story.
What was their COVID album?
Neratias.
I don't think I've heard many COVID albums. But they played Judith.
Love it.
Did they play The Outsider?
They had to. That was probably the last one they played. I think that's their most famous one.
I think they played a Puss for Song as their last song. Yeah, they did play. They played The Outsider, Weak and Powerless, The Noose, The Hollow, I'm pretty sure. Really great set list.
Excellent. Love that. Love a good set list. And Joni chowing down on one of those pretzels with the cheese.
Here's the pretzel I was talking about. I think Mr. Moss is getting wheeled his as we speak, as it appears behind him. Like an apparition.
Like an apparition. A stalking apparition.
One of the good ones, though.
Duplantis going to call with a mystery hand. Couple of folds from that dude and Moche. And it looks like Moche may take a trip over here. Let's see if he walks in this direction.
Oh.
No.
Catch him in the act right
Here he comes.
Oh. Pausing for a quick chat.
You know, that's the fun part about poker. Play some hands, socialize a little bit, play some hands again. King Jack 7. Yeah, we open the door for 1 second. We hear the distinctive cries of Moche.
Hard not to.
Yep.
No, the clean diaper is going to be the one to bet here, and I think he's going to take it down.
Yeah, that's it. First to bet, first to get it.
Clean diaper, good. Yeah, Primus played My Name is Mud. Jerry was a race car driver. Too many puppies.
Oh, yeah. Winona? You got Winona on there?
No big brown beaver.
Nope.
But it was funny. They were checking the equipment like before because we got there decently early, and I guess they checked the bell and they did the guy who was checking did the exact rhythm of Too Many Puppies. I was like, yeah, that one. That was getting played.
Do it.
Welcome to This World. Lesser known song, but really good.
Yeah, I learned Winona's Big Brown Beaver on the bass a while ago. Couldn't play it today.
I can't play an instrument, so I would love to learn the bass. If I had to learn a instrument, it'd be the bass.
A little humble brag over here from Mr. Aiden.
Yep, can't play it. I love music, not inclined to play it though. Not musically inclined.
Yeah, I'd say pick up a bass guitar. You ever played Guitar Hero?
Poorly.
Same thing. You
I
can play the bass poorly, probably.
yeah. Maybe a little slap bass.
Oh, yeah.
Slapping around. Duplantis here with the ace queen is seated.
The ace Quisha comes out.
That dude with the sheepdog, think it
Bow row.
maybe bow out.
He's going to bow in, it looks like.
Gonna keep Duplantis honest here.
Nope, bowing out.
Think about it. Chips in one hand,
what
cards in another.
I like this fake out play here.
I think his decision.
Out.
Bow out. Rudy saying, look like saying you're lucky if he called out my call. Decides to call. 9-6 has it.
9-6 has it.
Feel it.
I did win a huge pot with 9-6 last night.
Last time I played 9-6, I lost to a set of sixes.
Oh, pair of sixes out there. Moche pulls ahead.
However, clubs are out.
Clubs are hitting. Moche checks. Duplantis bets. Moche going to come along with his pair. A lot of cards that he's not going to like on the turn. And that 5, certainly one of them.
Oh, and it gets not dead, though. Not dead.
Not dead. Moche with a couple of possibilities here.
So with a hand like 9-6, you have top pair on the flop. If, like, because I know the ideal is you want to defend your hand with a raise. Is there any raise that gets Duplantis off that hand though? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the question. You know what? Honestly, I think any raise would. I think you do a standard 3x raise there, I think you might get a fold from a flush draw.
From the nut flush draw on the flop though? I don't think so. Maybe on the turn.
And Duplantis with a check mark. Gets it.
Down. Saying we got a little close up on that pretzel from Mr. Moss there.
Ooh, looking tasty.
Mm-hmm. I'm hungry.
Looking tasty. Yeah, we tested out the snack kitchen last weekend. Huge success. Turns out poker players love free food.
Love it.
Who would have guessed? Unbelievable.
Not me.
Yeah. Well,
What is your favorite so far? I think mine has to be the pizza.
the pizzas are amazing. Fresh ingredients.
Didn't get to try the burgers. Did get good reviews.
Great reviews from what I heard. Fries were a little crunchy, maybe a little overcooked, but we were working out the kinks. That's why they were free.
That's why they're free.
And now I think the kinks are almost worked entirely out of the way.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry for one of those pretzels. I will be honest with you.
So, going off to hand number 38 here. We're getting close to the end of the stream. I think we do have a few more hands. There I am, giving Chris Moss their napkin. Quick little cameo. Motivated with a Queen Jack, another premium. Jack 7, Gracie with the Duplantis. Duplantis with one off the Duplantis. That dude with the same hand as Duplantis, but suited. Flop is 3 ways here. We got a mystery board. King, King 3. What am I telling you? Oh, wait, it's 3-3 King. However, I must be mistaken. So, 2 kings, 2 threes, and a 7. No one with anything. So, best hand is Motier would have had it pre-flop. I think it goes check, 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 all the way around. Yeah, Motier taking it down. We got
And I'm Chase. I'm back.
and Chase is back. Dropped his voice a little bit. De-aged. I'm gonna say if you want to have it. Yeah, I don't really know what I was about to say. Hand number 38 here. I want to check the winnings. I want to see who's the big winner.
It's Moss, 1,000%. No way.
Well, yeah, but, let's check it. Moss up
Moss is way up.
1,380. I did call the hot seat. JoJo up 350. Ungle 230.
What did Robert have on his first big hand when he sat down? Because he had lost a lot, but
Blasto down 915.
was it flush over flush? That's what it
The
kinda-
first big hand, Moss had the nut flush. Robert turned the straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he turned his
Maybe I'm thinking of another one. There was one I thought might have been flush over flush.
that's the one. There was 4 to a flush.
There was a.
Moss had aces.
You-
And
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. He had ace of hearts, right?
yeah, and then it was a rough one. Robert kind of ran into it. Just one of those hands where the deck is gonna make you lose 99.9% of the time, and there's not really much you can do about it.
One of those cycles.
Yeah, crying call. I think as I heard it called earlier today. I say, we had a quick hand there. I didn't even see what happened. I think it was already over.
I think Rudy got a walk on that one. There was one single walk the whole.
Did I do it
stream.
backwards? I did backward, didn't I?
He did.
Well, that's fine. You can do that.
Am I?
JoJo with the 10-6. Is that a name of a hand? I can't remember.
A bad one.
Yeah. To fold. Gracie with the Jack 5, one of my friend's favorite hands.
We got them mixed up.
Oh.
There we go.
Probably you.
Yeah.
Mote with the Queen Jack again. I think it's the second time him getting Queen Jack. Ungle, the 5s, pocket 5s. The speed limit, as I've heard it called.
Well, you was doing 55 and a 54.
Man, I wish Kanye wasn't insane.
That's a Jay-Z bar right there, buddy.
Yeah, but you
I
know.
do wish Kanye wasn't insane. Wish he had some medicine.
Medicated, please.
He made graduation, though.
Dude, graduation, I think late registration's got to be better. So flop comes out 7-10-3. Blasto, middle pair, and best hand currently. 65% to win the hand. I think late registration may be better, though. IMO. I love graduation, but late registration is so good. Oh, my God. Two pair. Just Binks 2 pair. That's
Playing the Clyde hand. I didn't even see that.
oh, the Clyde gets bonus points here. Clyde love to play 7-4. No draws here from Mote. Just Queen Jack, and he does fold. He almost did it wrong.
Can't remember what our last hand was, but I believe it's this one. I remember Joey being on the button for the last of it, I think.
Maybe, potentially, probably, maybe last hand of the night. Let's check these V-pips.
I wanted to see the V-pips, yep.
Blasto with the 33%, Moss 37, sharing it with JoJo 37, Duplantis with a 40, that dude 42, Gracie playing, and Ungle playing exactly half, and Motier showing him how it's done playing 65. That's what we like. We like a big V-pip here.
Texas Mike was playing his $1 million game. He had an 85% V-pip.
Oh my!
Up $1 million.
You've heard it here first. More V-pip means more money. That's what I've heard. Motier is pretty good. I mean, I get why he's a higher V-pip. He's picking up premiums. Jack 10, Queen Jack.
Yeah, I was.
Oh
wondering.
my!
He it looked like he was hitting some good hands over there. Obviously, I can't see him, but Kings running into it right here.
So JoJo does elect to flat here with the Kings.
Jack 10 is a hand I'd like.
I do like Jack 10,
to have
especially
just something
suited.
like Kings or Aces for sure. Suited Aces for Joni.
Suited aces, Jack 10, Kings. I wonder if Herrera's potentially gets all the aces out of there. There was an ace 9 that did fold.
There's 2 spades.
Oh, wow. 8, 7, Queen. Kings, not afraid of any pairs, but Gracie with the nut flush draw.
Backdoor or
Jack 10,
good shot.
yeah, good shot for the 9.
This could get ugly.
Could get ugly indeed. I think tune of 100. That was maybe 125. Gracie forced to call here. Moche now maybe getting the right pot odds to call.
A lot of his outs are going to be taken, or his 10 of spades is taken because,
Well,
sorry, 9 of spades.
Yeah, let's say his 9 of spades is taken. He's 3 9s now instead of 4. Given they're not folded already.
And he
Does elect to call here. Maybe you're potentially thinking hitting a Jack or 10 puts him in the lead.
there's a spade.
4 spades.
I think
Gracie gets there.
I think we had a little misclick here.
Does check.
I remember, let's see.
Check, check.
Yeah, Joey's going to bet here.
JoJo is going to bet here. Looks like to the tune of like 190, my guess. Looks about 185, 190. I think Gracie probably likes to flat 185. Probably likes to flat here.
She tried to raise.
Oh.
She tried to raise. It was not exactly half.
So
I had to take it back and make it a call.
Yeah, it likes to be a call.
Which is gonna make it easy for
Motier
Rudy
to
get out
fold.
there. Yeah.
And JoJo probably realizes where he's at now.
She's not check raising anything or trying to check raise anything that's not a flush or straight here. So he's drawn very, very slim.
Or maybe you have the ace. You're holding the ace of spades, and you know no one's else on a nut flush draw.
It's quite aggressive.
It could be aggressive.
Yep. Rudy out.
Motia getting out of there.
And Joey drawn dead. He's going to have to make some kind of crazy bluff that is
I'm about to
like
say,
we
if
have to have a
if
paired
board
river.
pairs,
Yeah.
potentially something, but
Oh, we do get
board-
a 4.
board does pair. I don't think there's any bet that JoJo don't call here though.
Joni's coming out here. It's
To the tune of 3 hundo.
Joey did have a crazy bomb pop fold earlier.
Yeah, that bomb pot was pretty. It was very. Oh yeah, he had a set of kings and the second flush draw.
Second flush, yep.
That was a great fold. Now it's hard here for kings to fold. There's no over pair. You're not putting on a 4x here. Only thing that you can really think beats you is a flush, and yeah, just a flush. In the blender right now.
The fact that Joni tried to check raise the turn should be setting off a lot of alarm
I
bells
was
here.
about to say, yeah, that is.
King, it's a not a fold you want to make, but this might be the spot to do it.
I think I.
Iron down Joni trying to get a read. He might have just got one. He lays it down.
Folds a king.
Great fold,
Great
Joey.
fold. Great fold there from Joey. And Miss Joni Gracie picking up 515 into the last hand.
Last hand of the night.
Last hand is a pretty sick one.
Flush table live.
All right, let's see if I can. Oh, which one is it? Is it 2 camera? I think it is 2 camera.
I lied. I wasn't Chase. I was.
It was awesome. We got him.
We got y'all.
Chase is here. They switched spots. He started doing the light now. And yeah, that's the end of our stream. And thank you all for joining us on this lovely Thursday.
Come out to our series next week.
Series coming
big.
up. It's
Exciting.
Saturday's the first day.
Lots of guarantees.
May
Over
8th, May
100K.
Saturday's the first day.
yeah. What date? What's the date of that though?
Saturday.
Saturday. The day of Saturday.
Saturday the date.
The day of Saturday. You know what? I'll figure it out right now. It is the 10th. I don't think the 10th's the first day, is it?
Saturday.
The 3rd. This Saturday. This upcoming Saturday, not next Saturday. How foolish. The 3rd. Come out.
Gonna be awesome. Over 100,000 in guarantees. Gonna
So
be
many tournaments.
big tables.
Something for everybody. Cash games running.
Still gonna have our free roll Monday, right?
Oh yeah.
Can't get rid of that free roll. With a little juice.
Oh.
Series free roll.
Juiced.
Series free roll. Gonna
Yeah.
count towards some of that main. That's what I'm hearing.
Ooh.
Some of the main event.
Well, yeah. Come and join us for the series. I've been Aiden. That's Dawson. That's Chase. Thank you for joining us. See ya.